Then we have our schoolhouse to your house, which we have SH2YH, which makes for great texting, icons and vernacular, so that'll be kind of cool. And here we have some tips. But what really makes this thing very cool is when you turn it over. Here is the clean side of the placemat. You will sit down with your kids, if you choose, and draw and paint and write descriptions of endurance. For instance, a question is, how do you show your own endurance? And it just makes great opportunity for conversation, with the kids. 2, share some examples of how others in your school show endurance. And then we go, how do members of your family show endurance? Show how someone you admire shows endurance. And finally, how'd you use last week's word? We're going to have 52 different concepts and character traits to be discussed. This has been an absolute labor of love. And part of this was for the mere fact that the parents just kept driving it. The meetings, I'm telling you, I was stunned. We would start at between 6, 6:15, and we'd never finish before 8:30, 8:45, 9 o'clock. And no one would leave. And if they were leaving, they were taking their kids and still giving their opinion while they were going out the door. The fact that this was built from scratch at Devonair is kudos to your entire school, your administration, and I also want to thank Ralph, because from the get-go, Ralph was instrumental in getting us on campus. When we talked to Dr. Feldman, he knew only one school that could pull this off, and it was Devonair. And there's been a lot of moving parts, but I have to tell you, Ernst Muncie has just been absolutely.
She's the best.
She is. This program took off because of Ernst and her ability to keep everybody looped in. And again, to the parents, it's just outstanding. I can't even thank you enough to be able to stand here 3 months ago with this vision. I mean, it was a vision. We had no idea. We just knew what the name was going to be, Schoolhouse to Your House. So this was built by the folks in this room, and it will continue to be built by schools across not only the county, but also throughout the country. And we're also, this is such an obvious play, both nationally and internationally, because you folks know here it's all about the family. And, I don't like that Mr. Adler keeps stealing my line about the chicken nuggets, but it's true. And I have a 10 and a 12-year-old. And, how was school today? Oh, we have the dinosaur nuggets. It's really cool. We have new chocolate milk. So hopefully this will get the conversation going.
What I think is so cool about it, too, is it's more than just talking about the chicken nuggets, because, like, my second grader, vocabulary is a big problem with reading comprehension, with a lot of things. She doesn't know what the word endurance is, so it's a lesson on school stuff too, on building vocabulary, on her learning things that we don't talk about normally, that build reading skills.
I really encourage you to go to YouTube and see one of the sessions, because I'm not doing it justice at all.
Well, what happened is we took a look at the calendar of what we do every month in school, and then we broke it down further. So this is truly relevant for what happens the first week in September. The first set of exercises talk about things that, what you'll talk about at the table, or how you arrange your book bag, where you're going to study, what nights you might do homework for. It's all relative to school, but really neat things that will drive the family discussion that is so difficult to put in place in every one of our households. It's a truly unique and truly comprehensive look at how to tie important events in school, important events in the world, important events in your house, all together in conversation at the dinner table. That's what this is going to do. And I see this as something that is incredibly needed, not rocket science in terms of the need, right? But no one's done it before. I'm telling you, we've done it here. And this might be really, really big time, I think. I think it's going to be big time. But I know we're running out of time, Richie, so if you have any questions, he'll be around. We have some examples for you to eyeball the placemats a little closer. And then, when did we decide we're going to run the pilot before FCAT? Right after FCAT. We'll do a pilot with some homes. If you're interested, let us know. Some of the members of the committee have already piloted some of the stuff, and I think it's going to be really special. I think it has a lot of good points and will be something.
You know what? Okay, what I want to do is I'm going to give Rob 1, 2, 3 numbers. He's going to put the one next to the food that is healthiest
We had no idea what we
in terms of brain power. No,
when we started. We had no idea that it was going to necessarily
the
tie
3 to the least.
the school year calendar or to major events in history and over the course of the year, like President's Day, World War, II date, but it did. It all tied together, and I'm pretty excited
No,
about
I am
this
too.
program.
I mean, that's labor of love.
Yeah.
But that is
You
so
wanna hold on one?
appropriate.
Yeah, sure.
That
Thank
is
you.
so appropriate.
Isn't that
And the
amazing?
artwork and the way it's displayed and everything.
Well, his crew, he's got a really good creative crew. They all flew down from Orlando and spent time with us in a meeting, and we gave our thoughts, which they then interpreted into the creativity of the design, which has been, and even that we worked.
Okay, how many
And
people
to
think he's
distribute,
right?
you're going to do it
Raise
as a
your hand if you think he's right.
fundraiser and buy it as a fundraiser? Or?
No, it's
Yes, no?
What
Which one do we want to move?
is at the end of the year, you'll have the parents
Number
will have
one?
a binder with
To
50
number 3.
placemats for them to
So
review.
this would be correct.
Yeah.
Memories and
That would be
and
correct.
mistake. Exactly.
And you really have a script for
Okay,
dinner,
just say yes.
which is tremendous.
Yes. Good job. That's